Say hello to my bridge. We worship the bridge here in Brooklyn. That's St. Bridge right there. Look at that thing, man. Look at that magnificent structure. Isn't it amazing? It's cold down here right now. It's cold by the water. Down here in the New York Harbor. Best part of the cold is that there's no people, you notice? Maybe a guy running here and there, there's nothing. Even the dogs stay home. Got the whole thing to myself. Ah, so beautiful. So beautiful. So this will be a quick video because cameras like to freeze up when it's below zero. Below zero centigrade. It's probably like 22 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. So it's cold. The water is not frozen, but very still. There's no wind. That's the best part of it right now. I see some ducks floating around in there. I've seen this freeze over before. Like 2 maybe 3 winters ago. When it was super cold, it was so cold that it was literally ice all the way across to Staten Island. It was amazing to see. Boats, they had to come in with the choppers to chop up the ice so that the boats could get by, you know. So big news, very interesting news. Trump chirps in on the Bernie Sanders running for the presidency. Why is Trump chirping in if he doesn't give a shit? If Bernie can't win, right? There is a psychology. Trump could support Bernie, hypothetically speaking. Trump supports Bernie because he knows Bernie's being cheated and can't win, so that he can then, like Trump did in 2016, he can siphon Bernie Sanders' crowd to him by saying, "See, the Democrats cheat. Come to me. Come home to Trump." That could be a strategy right now. So let's look at what he said through Twitter. This is Trump. It's classic stuff, right? So the headline, New York Post: impeachment trial is a scheme to hurt Bernie Sanders' chances in Iowa. Is it true? Yeah, of course it's true. Who told you that 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? I've been saying it all along. That the impeachment hurts Bernie Sanders because he's got to sit there like an idiot and listen to nonsense that's already decided. Takes him off the ball, takes him off the game, takes him away from Iowa. So Trump said, quote, "They are rigging the election against Bernie Sanders, just like the last time, only even more obvious. They are bringing him out of so important Iowa in order that, as a senator, he sits through the impeachment hoax trial." That's the President of the United States. In 2016, when Trump was saying Bernie Sanders was getting robbed, that was Donald Trump, the citizen running for president. Now he's President of the United States, and he's still saying, what? That the elections are rigged. How sad. How sad. The President of the United States is saying that a candidate running for president can't win because it's rigged. That's the times we live in. That should be the front page of the New York Times, the Daily News, the New York Post. CNN should be running this story round the clock, that the President of the United States says that the elections in our country are rigged. He goes on to say, "Crazy Nancy thereby gives the strong edge to sleepy Joe Biden." and Bernie is shut out again. Very unfair, but that's the way the Democrats play the game. Anyway, it's a lot of fun to watch. Donald Trump. Classic stuff, right? So we're living in times where the elections are rigged, but man, is it interesting. Like he says, it is fun. It's fun, right? Is it fun? It's more sad than fun, but nonetheless fun. So Iowa, brace yourself, 16 days away. The people of this great nation are going to place their finger on the screen and pick one Democrat to run against Trump. It's amazing, right? We made it this far. We are alive to see it. Wow, 2016, it seems like yesterday when they cheated Bernie. But now they're going to do it again, right? So we'll keep watching, you know. But the President of the United States has said we have rigged elections. I think that's, you know, unprecedented. Right? Yeah, of course he's more concerned with his impeachment, the hoax. Right? The big hoax. But Bernie Sanders, what's Bernie Sanders going to do? Is he going to stand up for himself? Is he going to fight back this time, or is he going to roll over for a belly rub? Are people going to rise up and carry him to the finish line? Right? Are we going to get the things that this country rightfully deserves? Universal single-payer health care for all, free college tuition at city and state universities, get money out of politics, cut the military budget in half, end the insurgency wars, clean up the homeless problem, 500,000 people living on the street, 3 million people in prison, 1 in 7 on food stamps, 70% of the country doesn't have $400, $500, $600 to their name. Are we going to address those problems, Trump? Or is it just business as usual? Right? Can Bernie Sanders make it through the finish line and use that presidency as a bully pulpit to speak on behalf of the American people and get policies for the people, not for the corporations, to tax the motherfuckers at 35%? Crash those stock markets. They're all inflated anyway. Bring them back down to size. Small business. Small business. Fuck big corporations. Let's go back to mom and pops. Let's have a cultural and economic boom in this country like we've never seen before. Let's come together as Americans. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. People are afraid of revolution. They're afraid of big, robust change. What are you afraid of? Why? The little status quo? Oh, you're gonna be inconvenienced for a little while. Your 401k plan is gonna get crushed. So what? Big deal. You'll have this enormous opportunities everywhere. Right? Build a wall. Immigration is a problem because in times like that where the country is booming from the bottom up and people see those opportunities, immigrants flood in because now there's opportunity again. So we have to do something about that. I don't think a wall is the idea, but certainly enforce, immigration laws, comprehensive immigration reform. Let's go for it. Right. Booming economy. So before the camera crashes, Marcus Conte reporting.